Samsung's next flagship tablets are starting to leave a pretty obvious trail, and at this point, it's getting hard to call the Galaxy Tab S12 series a mystery. Samsung hasn't put a launch date on the calendar yet, but the evidence is piling up in exactly the places you'd expect when a major device is getting close. Bluetooth certification? Check. Google Play console listings? Also check. And Samsung itself has already said its premium tablets are coming in the second half of 2026. So yeah, the wait is almost over. Here's what we know, what's still rumor territory, and why these tablets may be a much bigger deal for Samsung's productivity strategy than their potentially familiar design suggests. Because okay, the hardware might not be heading for a total reinvention, but the Galaxy Tab S12 Plus and Tab S12 Ultra could still tell us a lot about where high-end Android tablets are going next. First, let's talk about those new sightings. The Galaxy Tab S12 Plus and Galaxy Tab S12 Ultra have appeared in Google Play Console's list of supported devices. That sounds a little boring on the surface, but it's one of those behind-the-scenes signals that matters. A device needs to be recognized by Google's ecosystem before it reaches buyers, so these entries usually show up when the software and product preparation are well underway. The model numbers in these newest listings are SMX8H30 for the Tab S12 Plus and SMX936 for the Tab S12 Ultra. And this follows Bluetooth SIG approvals that surfaced just days earlier. That certification is required for products using Bluetooth, so it's another necessary stop on the road to retail shelves. Cut to screen share: when a device starts appearing across multiple certification and compatibility databases within a short stretch of time, that's generally a sign the company is past the early development phase. There have also been references earlier this year that point to 5G versions, including SMX846B for the Plus model and SMX946B for the Ultra. Put all of that together, and it looks like Samsung will once again offer both Wi-Fi only and cellular versions of its premium tablets. No surprise there, but it does reinforce that these aren't random placeholder listings. This is a real product family moving toward launch. Now here's where it gets interesting. There's still no solid sign of a regular Galaxy Tab S12. The certifications and databases that have surfaced are centered on the Plus and Ultra. That doesn't prove a base model won't happen, because Samsung hasn't officially laid out the final lineup. But it does open the possibility that the company could focus this generation on its larger, more expensive tablets. If that happens, Samsung would be making a pretty clear statement. This range is aimed squarely at people who want maximum screen space and serious productivity features. And Samsung has removed the biggest question mark already. During its recent financial results presentation, the company explicitly confirmed that the Galaxy Tab S12 is planned for the latter half of 2026. That matters because we're no longer relying entirely on leakers, benchmark pages, or certification clues. Samsung has acknowledged the series exists and is on the way. It also mentioned the Galaxy S26 FE for that same half of the year, although there's no official event date for either product yet. The current speculation points towards September, potentially around IFA in Berlin. That timing would line up roughly with the previous Tab S generation's release cycle. But let's be clear, Samsung has not confirmed September IFA or any exact unveiling plans. The only official window right now is the second half of 2026. Still, with these certifications arriving now, a near-term announcement feels much more believable than it did a few weeks ago. So what could actually change? The biggest rumored upgrade is the processor. Both the Galaxy Tab S12 Plus and Tab S12 Ultra are expected to use MediaTek's Dimensity 9500. If that turns out to be accurate, the new chip would be the headline hardware improvement, bringing better general performance, stronger graphics capability, and more power for AI-focused tasks. And that's actually huge for the way Samsung wants people to use these tablets. Samsung isn't pitching its top-tier tabs as giant streaming screens anymore. Sure, they can absolutely do that. But the bigger vision is closer to a lightweight laptop alternative. Multiple apps open at once, S Pen notes and drawing, desktop-style workflows through Samsung DX, and Galaxy AI features working across the system. More processing headroom could make all of that feel faster and more capable, especially when you're trying to do several things at once instead of just watching YouTube. The software could be just as important. These may be Samsung's first tablets to arrive with One UI 9.0 already installed, potentially built around Android 17. Nothing about the final software package has been confirmed, so don't treat that as locked in. But it would make sense for Samsung to use the new generation to improve split-screen work, multitasking tools, S Pen experiences, and AI features. On a huge tablet display, software polish can matter more than a tiny change to the chassis. Because here's the part nobody talks about. Premium tablets have reached a point where radical annual hardware change is difficult to justify. Their displays are already excellent, their bodies are already thin, their batteries are already large. So a new generation may keep similar screen sizes, charging speeds, battery capacity, and overall looks. Not because Samsung is out of ideas, but because the practical gains are increasingly happening inside the device. That said, a conservative upgrade can be a tough sell. The Tab S12 line may be competing not just with other Android tablets, but with premium laptops and Apple's iPad Pro. The iPad Pro remains a powerhouse, especially for raw performance and creative apps. Samsung's answer is different. Android flexibility, DeX, a more open system, multitasking, and an S Pen that's typically part of the experience rather than an extra purchase. Samsung also has something many Android rivals can't fully match: ecosystem depth. OnePlus, Honor, Lenovo, Xiaomi, and others can offer strong value. But Samsung has Galaxy phones, foldables, watches, earbuds, PCs, and tablets designed to work together. If you already use a Galaxy S or Galaxy Z phone, the handoff between devices can be more valuable than a small spec advantage on paper. That's particularly true for the enormous Ultra model, which is built for people who want a serious second screen or a mobile workspace. The potential downside, of course, is pricing. Samsung hasn't revealed what these tablets will cost. But its newer products have generally become more expensive this year, so it wouldn't be shocking to see higher prices for the S12 Plus and S12 Ultra. And if they enter laptop-level territory, Samsung will need to prove that a faster chip and updated software are enough to make recent Tab owners consider upgrading. So, the bottom line is simple. The Galaxy Tab S12 Plus and Tab S12 Ultra are looking increasingly real, increasingly close, and increasingly focused on performance rather than a dramatic redesign. The certifications tell us Samsung is getting ready. The company's own statement confirms a 2026 launch. What we're waiting on now is the reveal date, the price, and the answer to one big question. Can smarter software and more power make this cautious-looking generation feel genuinely new? If you're waiting for Samsung's next big tablet, now is definitely the time to keep an eye on this one. Drop a comment with what you want most from the Tab S12 series: more power, a better DeX experience, stronger AI features, or a surprise redesign. And subscribe for the latest as Samsung gets closer to making these official. Goodbye.